Hey folks, thanks for your recent comments on the last video I placed. Now David came back with an absolute banger of a comment saying, have you seen the video on ITV, the expose of Amazon destroying Pallets? And he gave me the link, and well, I quickly looked at it, was blown away by it. Today I'm actually going to do a reaction to the video and post the video down here so that you guys can follow along. So yeah, let's get cracking. I'm going to react to it. Like I said, I haven't watched it in mega detail, but I'm as shocked as everyone else is, and yes, let's post a bit of a video reaction. Okay, so let's go.
This is one of Amazon's biggest UK warehouses in Dunfermline, Scotland, and from inside where millions of perfectly good products each year are sent to be destroyed.
So this is undercover
Secret footage captured in what's known as the destruction zone, and that calls into question the company's environmental and ethical
So the pallets that I get look like that.
An ITVs investigation.
There's an LPN number that I said the other video that ours all our items
for
have.
Delivery, but instead marked destroy.
No.
Boxes full of electrical items such as drills, shavers, headphones,
check.
even smart TVs.
Look at that.
The list
just
goes
like the
on.
pallets we get.
Brand new books still in their wrappers.
So it's not just tech.
Or jewellery or steel cutlery with that same instruction.
Destroy.
Destroy.
So it's not just that. I thought, you know, if it's a brand,
one former employee
holding them to
who
ransom
wishes to
if it
remain
doesn't
anonymous reveals the scale of what they're asked to do.
It's not.
So from a Friday to a Friday, our target was approximately 130,000 items a week.
The target to destroy from one centre was 130,000 items.
Yes.
Wow.
And how did that make you feel when you knew that?
I gasped.
How do they destroy them?
There's no rhyme or reason to what gets destroyed. Dyson fans, Hoovers, the occasional MacBook or iPad. Or the other day, 20 bins filled with thousands of COVID masks still in their plastic wrappers.
That's insane.
Overall, I'd say 50% of all items seem to be unopened and still in their shrink wrap. The other half are returns.
Well, we've seen that with these pallets, haven't we? New items and used return
Undercover
items.
filming shows a manager's spreadsheet from April at the Dunfermline depot. 124,000 items to destroy that week. Now, Amazon does donate to charity, but over the same period, that figure was just 27,000. Suppliers who sell their goods through Amazon often store them in their warehouses. The longer they're unsold, the higher the charges until it becomes uneconomical.
Makes sense. Makes
For
sense.
international vendors, it's often more expensive to get the products sent back than be disposed of. So they're often loaded onto pallets, again marked destroy,
These pallets,
before heading out on lorries that we track to see where they went. Well, we followed this lorry from the Amazon fulfillment centre with those items marked electrical destroy, and this is where it is going to a waste management centre around an hour away.
God, imagine how much money they're making from whatever they're doing.
The huge amount of unwanted goods are revealed. We watched as the pallets were removed one by one.
That's nuts.
Several such loads can leave the depot every day.
Somebody's making a killing
Separately,
from that.
we followed another lorry as it headed out, carrying non-electrical items. The destination, a landfill and recycling site, only a few miles from where they've been stored, and in the main, still perfectly usable.
What a waste.
Recently, Amazon's UK boss, who at the time was not aware of our investigation, did admit this to us.
So how much of the stock in your warehouses ends up being destroyed?
I'm afraid I don't have
Is it very much?
that number with me. It will be extremely small.
We showed our findings to the environmental campaigners, Greenpeace.
It's just an unimaginable amount of unnecessary waste. Each of these items requires natural resources and carbon emissions and human labour to make. That is why, as long as Amazon's business model relies on this kind of disposal culture, they're just going to expand. Things are only going to get worse.
Oh yeah, will.
And now the Prime Minister is promising to investigate.
Well, it sounds incredible to me, and an indictment of a consumerist society. If it's as you say.
I don't know a great deal about politics.
We'll
I don't really want to. Quite like this chap.
We don't like stuff going to landfill under any circumstances.
Come November, the UK will host the largest ever climate conference in Glasgow, just 40 miles over the water there. Both countries and companies have much to work.
How have they kept this quiet for so long? Well, there you go. Well, stunned, I think, is the first word. I always try to see it from 2 points of view. So from Amazon's point of view and from our point of view. Now obviously we get pallets like these that don't look, you can't see that. We get pallets like these full of stuff that's absolutely identical to what they have in there. What I can't understand is why destroy anything? I mean, there's buyers out there. Now look, listen, I get wobbly camera, I get that when the one byproduct of the Amazon FBA system, where they do, the FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. If you send your stuff to them and they hold it in their warehouse and then they charge you for fulfilling that order. That way, I mean, it's oh, how amazing for sellers, and it is, but it's also how incredibly amazing for Amazon, because they keep all of your customer details. That's FBA, and that's the risk you take for utilizing their enormous database. So pros and cons, but the offshoot of that is the fact that if your stuff doesn't sell, now if you have a shop or a store like we do, you have stuff that doesn't sell. And after a certain amount of time, it becomes old, obsolete, and you have to do something with it. So essentially, you either sell it off in the £1 bin, or you just bulk sell it to somebody, and then maybe it never sells again and you have to get rid of it. They're doing it on a gargantuan scale. But so they sell a lot of their return stuff off, and I've had a couple of pallets, I don't know if I've been lucky, that's had some brand new stock, FBA stock, that just hasn't sold, and it's economical for the people who actually sell that stuff to keep it there anymore because of the fees, and I don't know why they don't get sent back. Now they say, well, some of the overseas sellers, it's not worth them getting it shipped back. Now the FBA pallet that I've got, you can see where it's come from, but they're not overseas. Why haven't they got their stock back? And I've asked this on a different video. I don't know anything about FBA really to comment, but it's domestic. It's like the same country, so why haven't they got their stuff back? No, it's got sold to us, or I'm assuming now it gets destroyed, which is insane. I cannot fathom. I mean, the recyclers, they must make a killing, because essentially they'll be destroying it, but I can guarantee you a lot of that's going to go out the back door. Why not do it properly? And if it is getting destroyed officially, then so be it. That's just such a massive waste. Now, playing devil's advocate here, and hear me out. What if the market then gets flooded with, well, they sell everything? I mean, maybe. I thought initially when I first watched this, I thought, well, maybe it's just the big manufacturers of tech, the big like Apple and this, that, and the other, saying, look, if you don't sell it, you are not allowed to sell it cheaply, because that disseminates their brand, waters down their stock. I don't know, and I get that it would. If you have lots of devices going that are either obsolete or 12 months old, and there's new models, but that's going out dirt cheap. I mean, we're selling this stuff for, if it's brand new and working, we're selling it for anywhere between 70-80% of the retail value, so you get a great deal when it's brand new. If it's used but still working, then it's even less. So I guess if you sell that to somebody, then they aren't going to go to and pay the full amount for a brand, there. Now if it's used, you have an audience for everything. There's a bum for every seat. So if you want new, then you will go and buy, essentially, you want the warranties, you want the reassurance of buying from the manufacturer directly, you will go and do it. You'll go and buy from Apple directly. You're ready for that. But you have a contingent of customers that want the Apple devices that can't afford them or don't want to pay full ticket. They will go to the second-hand market or the unboxed market. So yeah, from Apple, from that, so I thought, right, big tech companies put a massive block on stuff that they're not allowed to resell as anything. It has to be destroyed if it comes back or it isn't sold. But then looking at that, I don't think this comes from big manufacturers. This comes from Amazon saying, well, if it's not sold, you can have it back and we'll charge you to have it back, or off it goes to be destroyed. They clearly sell their returns pallets, because companies like B-Stock, and again, I'm not affiliated with them, but I use them to buy stock, they sell their stock to B-Stock. Why not everything? Is B-Stock or the companies, is there not enough companies saying, Amazon, we'll have it, so Amazon has to tip it? Or does Amazon say, we can only sell off 50%? What is it? I don't know what it is. I'm hoping this stuff will be explained. But it's awful, it's horrifying, and it's shocking. And I don't get it. Honestly, that is my honest reaction. I do not understand. I'm sure there's a reason for it. There's a reason for everything. But is that a valid reason? And how has it been kept quiet for so long? And it will only get worse. You know, throughout the whole COVID thing, Amazon has just gone from strength to strength. And they only have a certain amount of storage space, and it's only economical to store it for so long. I don't get it. I don't get it. Can Amazon, why don't Amazon, it's better getting 10p in the pound than nothing. Why aren't those resellers? I don't know. I don't know. It's obviously structured a certain way. It clearly works, but this is a travesty. Let me know your opinions. Drop the comments below. I try to play devil's advocate. I love to look at it from lots of different points of views and not just go down the route of, oh my God, they're awful, that's travesty, that's awful. I try to understand the methodology behind all of these. That's how I am. But essentially, you know, keep selling the pallets on and keep selling them to me because, well, you know, I love this stuff. It's great fun. There's my reaction to the video. I'll drop the link to the video below. Let me know your thoughts, comments and shares. Give this a like if you like the video, and yeah, I'll really be interested to see what you've got to say. And definitely I might even take this to the contact that I've got B stock. Not that they're going to tell me anything, but say, look chap, what is it? Are you not buying enough? Are they not offering you enough? Yeah, just see if I can get any points of view. If I can get any points of view, or you guys want to air your comments to me, and I'll do another video following this up. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And the video that I posted the other day, one of my subs... That sounds wrong. Let's forget that one.